Hello my friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop, and welcome to my next project. So I've decided to make two guitars for myself, an electric guitar and an electric bass. So yeah, okay, I've already got too many instruments, I know, and I can't play guitar, but I want to learn bass as well. I just haven't had the time to practice any of my instruments, so is doing this a good idea? I don't know, I don't care. Now, obviously with electric guitars, there's only certain parts of it you can actually make by hand, namely the neck. So I've got two neck blanks here. So it's much better to buy these than to try and make them. You're never going to make them as good as these factory ones. So it's complete, apart from, you know, it's got the blank for the headstock, which I will cut out later. So these, I've bought several of these before, and they're reasonably priced. Under 1,000 baht, which is like 20 quid. $25 or $26, $27, something like that. And for that price, they're pretty good, to be honest. You know, they're well put together, they look nice. Even the fret ends are good enough. I probably will dress them slightly, just on the corners here. But, you know, you could use it like that. It's not uncomfortable. It's just, you know, the very ends of them, little bit of a sharp edge on some of them, so, well, all of them actually. So yeah, I will do that. Now, on a guitar neck, you really want the grain of the wood to be as close together as possible to make it stronger. This one, you can probably, I don't know how well you can see that, it's got, you know, got a nice grain pattern to it. It's a bit wider space than it should be for strength, really, but I like it. And actually this one, the other one, is even better. So that's the front of the headstock and the back and the neck itself. So I really like having a nice grain pattern on the wood. So those are the necks. I've also got two pieces of this for the body. So these boards are 20mm thick. So I've got two of these, so I'll be gluing them together to make a, you know, decent thickness for the bodies. So two of those. Actually, what I will do is I'll cut them in half this way, and then, you know, glue the two pieces together. So I've got the neck blanks, I've got the body blanks, I've also got some body templates. So that one's acoustic guitar, that one's the same actually. Acoustic cutaway, that one. And I've got these two, that one is, you can probably tell, Telecaster, and that one is Stratocaster. I'm limited to what size I can cut these out on my laser engraver, and also the width of these boards. They're only 30mm wide, so I'm quite limited there as well. This one actually is too big for these blanks, so I'm going to make a smaller one of these. You can see, compared to, that's the Tele, that's the Strat, it's quite a bit smaller. This one is quite a bit smaller, but it seems to be about the right size for what I'm doing. They are quite small, but I kind of prefer that. Now I'm going to cut some more blank templates at a later stage. I don't need those just yet, but I've got them anyway, so I might use one or two of those, or I might, you know, cut some more out. I don't know yet. Really, I want to work on the necks first. it's a bit easier. So another thing I have got, which many of my viewers will have already seen, is this fella, double neck guitar, which I made quite a long time ago, and it's not sold. I have had some people shown an interest in it before, but it's not sold. And to be honest, there are a couple of minor issues with it. The necks really are a little bit too close together. I should have either put them further apart or kind of, you know, splayed them out, but I didn't. And because it's two necks and a relatively small body and hollow, it, you know, it's got proper serious neck dive. It's too neck heavy. So I've decided I'm going to rip this apart. I'm going to be using some of the components from this to make my guitars. I've also got quite a few other components that I've ordered. They've not arrived yet, but I don't need them yet. So I think the first stage is to rip this fella apart. It's a bit of a shame. I do like this thing, but no one else seems to. It's not sold, so and I don't think it will. So I might as well, you know, sacrifice this. So obviously, you know, I'm making these guitars for myself. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be making them left-handed. Now this is right-handed, so I'm going to take these necks out, and you know, I'll put them up for sale in the shop. So you know, it's a standard guitar neck and a bass guitar neck, short scale bass. But I'm going to be using most of the components off this for my guitars. I mean, the bass strings, these are specific short scale bass strings which I bought, and they were pretty expensive. I had a look back for the ones that I bought on a shopping site called Lazada. When I bought them, they were 900 baht, which is about 20 quid. And they're currently 1,200 baht, probably closer to 30 quid now, for one set of strings. So I'm going to be using these. But like I said, the necks will be, you know, sorry, my radio, will be up for sale in the shop. Whether they'll sell or not, I don't know, but this thing is never going to. So it's time to rip this apart. As I said, I'm going to be using the strings, the humbuckers and the bridges. The electrics, I'm not too sure yet, because I've ordered some more. I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing with that yet. So without further ado, let's start by loosening the strings, I guess. Let me just turn the camera around, down, and see how we're doing for time before I start. Okay. Right, so first thing I need to do really is remove the strings. Okay, let me get this board out of the way. Okay, get the price tag off. Okay, so can you see me up there? Yeah. So I'll get my string winder just for speed. Well, I say that, but the gap between these tuners is not very big, so it keeps catching. Right, so get the strings off first. Okay, that's one. Two. I'm not sure if I'm going to be reusing these strings. I may do, but I am going to order a load more strings as well. So I might not reuse these. I don't know yet, but the bass ones definitely, because I'm not spending 30 quid on another set of strings. pointless. The thing is, you know, for this neck, it'll be for sale, and if anybody does want to buy it, they'll want some strings as well. You know, the short scale bass strings, and you know, if that's the case, I'll say to the customer, I'll order them, but they ain't cheap. And it'll be up to them if they want to buy those as well. Obviously I'll need to make a little bit of profit on top as well. Come on. Okay. Maybe I should have done this off camera. Never mind. Okay, last one. Okay, so what I'm going to do just for now is just remove the bridge with the string still in it, just to get that out of the way. Phillips screwdriver. So, you know, and I'll deal with those later. I don't need to worry about them right now. Okay. 5 screws holding this bridge in, and 7 on the base one. Right, so stuck on there. I knew it would be. Okay. Don't want to lose those screws. Right, so that's that one out of the way. I'll just put that to one side. And same with the base. How are we doing for time? Okay. Last one. Oh. Come on. Right, that's all the strings off, so just going to use my drill to take the bridge out, it's quicker. I can't get to all of these screws. That one, the adjuster's in the way. Actually, both of these. I wonder if I can use that to slacken those off as well. Yeah! Saves a bit of time. Good, okay. Right, that's that one. That's stuck as well. Cool. There we go. that's that one out of the way now. Right, so I wasn't sure, I couldn't remember whether or not I'd glued these necks in. So I had a look back at the videos for this build, and sure enough, for some reason, I glued these necks in. Yeah. So I may have some issues getting them out. I don't know yet. So remove the back. Luckily I didn't glue this on. Just put those screws down there. I did put a lot of screws in this. 3 more. 4 more. Right, last one. Okay, so take the back off. Leave that flat. Right, as you can see, it's pretty simple, there's not much to it. I'm going to try to remove the necks now. I think it probably would be better to remove all the electrics first, but if these necks come out fairly simply, then I can deal with all that later. So let's take these plates off the back first. Literally can't remember what the situation is under here, but I do think I'm going to struggle to get these necks out. And if I do, I'll leave them for another time. So I don't really need to do that just now. Yeah, that's glued on. Okay. Yeah, I've got a bit of work to do to get these necks out. That's glued in, that's glued in, the neck is glued into the pocket. So I am gonna, I think I'll leave those, do another time, because that's going to be quite a job to get those out. Didn't want these necks to come out, did I? Right, I said I'll deal with those necks another time. For now, start removing the electrics. So we'll start with the. Oops. Oh no! Everything's falling on the floor. Right. Okay. So take the jacks out first. Okay, little, what's that, 13 mil? Right. 12. No. 11 then. 3rd time's the charm. Okay. Out it pops. Just take those bits off. Yeah, so like I said, it is a little bit of a shame stripping this thing down, but it's obviously not going to sell. So I'll use the bits for myself. Right, that's that one out. Okay, what we've got going on here, let's see, right, so a couple of cable ties there I just want to cut without cutting the wires. Go. Right, that must be the earth wire going through there. See if I can pull that out. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Control panel. That's too big. That's too big. Try that one. These screws don't want to come out. There we go, that's got it. Use the right screwdriver, that's the key. Those are all too big. Ooh. Alright, that's the control panel. Should be able to pop that through there. Yep. Okay, oops. Pickups. Gonna work this time? No. Use the small hand one. Screws. Okay. So that come out now? Yes, it will. Pop that through there. And the same for this one. Right, that's the last screw. What's happening there? Why is it not coming out? There we go. Just a bit sticky. Right. So I've got this panel in the middle, which is the wires are going through. So I'd rather not desolder those to take those out. Just cut through that board. So all these components out of the way. Yeah, I'm just gonna saw through there to get that out for speed. Get a saw. Time now. Okay, I'm going to have to stop this video there because I'm running out of time. So I'm just going to just remove the rest of those electronics off camera and possibly the necks as well. If I come up with anything interesting, I will film it, but if not, then part 2 I'll probably be starting on the necks. Okay, so in the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other. We will see you soon. Peace out.